Hi everyone, welcome to this week's assignment um, on personal mission statement, which is linked to or should be compared to what Jesus Christ would have done if he was alive, or what would Jesus do. My personal statement was drawn from the backdrop of um, my background as um, a pastor or a reverend minister in a Pentecostal church, and then again looking at what Christ stood for when it comes to social justice in the New Testament. I mean, when you look at the books of Luke, or the Gospel of Luke, there are a lot of things that Christ defended or tried to help with people who were marginalized in society, as compared to the Old Testament, where the disabled were not part of society and they were excluded in decision making and excluded from even coming to the sanctuaries. So let me go ahead and read my personal mission statement as a pastor, and then do a little elaboration or explanations. Okay, so here it goes. I will lead with compassion and integrity by advocating for justice and equal opportunities for marginalized individuals and families, integrating my pastoral leadership with social advocacy to empower communities and serve as a voice for the vulnerable, creating a society where everyone can flourish. So, as clearly stated, I have the passion and then the integrity to advocate for justice and equal opportunities for the marginalized individuals and families. So, in a society where individuals or families are marginalized because of possibly being disabled, um, or marginalized because of their race, or marginalized because of immigration statuses and all that. My stance as a pastor is to speak out or to reach out to some of these people and defend them. Uh, and by so doing, we'll become like a mouthpiece for these vulnerable and marginalized people in the society. And through our service and through this empowerment, our communities and people who are living with disabilities and people who are marginalized will have meaning of life, and they can be also be incorporated into the society and our communities, so that together we can all flourish. Because we cannot be Christians or we cannot be pastors and not doing what Christ did. We know that Christ advocated for the disabled, people who were marginalized. Christ didn't cast them out. Even if you look at the Sadducees and the Pharisees, they used to marginalize people who were having blemish, or people who had issues with health, those who were blind, those with the issues of blood were sidelined. But Christ reached out to them, helped them. He was more or less an advocate for these people who were marginalized. And so I believe that um, this mission statement encompasses and then try to mimic Christ and become like an advocate for people who are marginalized in our societies. And by so doing, I think I'll be doing the work of Christ. And with my strength and my good relationship qualities that I have, I think I will be able to accomplish this task very well and ensure people who are marginalized in our societies are also considered, and then they will also have a say in whatever happens. And by so doing, with good leadership qualities, we'll be able to empower them, for them to be seen and accepted to be part of our societies and not be neglected to the background. Thank you. I wait for your responses and contribution. God bless you.